Hi, my name is Alpana Malde and I'm the CEO of Accelerate Health CIC. You might ask, what does CIC mean? Well, CIC means Community Interest Company, and as the name suggests, that's exactly what we are. We are a social enterprise, a mission-driven organization. We do not work for profit. However, conversely, we do have to generate a profit so that we are able to reinvest it in our mission. In healthcare within the UK, social enterprises like ours deliver a third of community services. Now that's an extraordinary number, you might think, but it is absolutely true. The NHS Confederation published a report in 2019 with that statistic. So as you can see, we are critical to the delivery of healthcare for the NHS. Recently, the NHS has published a 10-year plan, and there are three basic shifts, as they call them, that they're hoping to achieve with this 10-year plan. They want to move care from hospitals and acute settings to the community. They want to move from an approach of treatment to an approach of prevention, and they want to move from analog to digital. As social enterprises, we can be there to support all of this. This is what we are about. We put patients at the heart of everything that we do. We are very keen that people are able to manage their own conditions and that they're able to recognize conditions when they see them and actually seek the help that they need. I think that's called prevention. Obviously, as a community provider, we are very keen that people do not end up in hospital with nasty infections or as a result of the conditions which are not managed in the wider system. So we believe that we believe in education and we believe in working with the wider system so that the prevention agenda is right up there and that people are enabled to stay well for as long as they can be. In terms of the move from analog to digital, as mission-driven organizations, we will always do what's best for the patient. And we recognize that digital technology is a great way to extend our reach beyond our geographical location so that we are able to support more people with wounds and lymphedema working via their healthcare professional. So Accelerate and organizations like ours are here to support the healthcare system, and we should have a place at the table. That leads me on quite nicely to the challenges we face as a small healthcare organisation. We are not big, we are an organisation of 40 people, we are not a community trust by any means. However, we do punch well above our weight. Our challenges in terms of the funding model that the NHS has for organisations such as ours. Typically, we are asked to find efficiencies year on year and year. So the funding is cut to reflect these efficiencies. Now, whereas a large trust of over 10,000 people, this may be a reasonable objective. Actually, in terms of a 40-strong organisation, it's simply not achievable. Because we are mission-driven organizations, we are by our nature lean and efficient because we recognize that every penny that we make needs to be reinvested into our mission and does not go to shareholders. So I think this is something that the government really does need to address so that organizations like ours are enabled to be sustainable and to be here for the future, for the communities that need us. I think this is a very important message. Point number 3 is Accelerate's ambition in terms of its reach. We have an excellent reputation within the worlds of wounds and lymphedema. But we recognise that there are areas in the country where services need support or there may not be services at all to support people living with these conditions. So we are looking at extending our reach by offering appointments outside our area, NHS appointments that is, or you can come as a private patient if you would rather be seen quickly. So this is something which we feel will help people, give people a choice, which is really important, and enable us to help as many people as we can living with these conditions. Thank you very much for taking the time to listen, and please click further for more details.